Since we've been talking about the planets so much, I thought that I would read this book. It is called Sun. It was written by Stacy McAnulty and illustrated by Stevie Lewis. It says, Sun, 1 in a billion. Here's the title page. What color do you see? Our Universe, Sun, 1 in a billion, by Sun, with Stacy McAnulty, and illustrated by Sun, with Stevie Lewis. Did the Sun write this book? Once upon a time, about 4.6 billion years ago, a magnificent and important star was born, and that magnificent and important star was me, your sun, with a capital S. Yes, I am a star. Star, a massive and luminous ball of gas full of energy. An outstandingly talented and popular performer. I fit both definitions. The Milky Way galaxy has over 100 billion stars. That makes me 1 in a billion, or 1 in 100 billion. Here it says, me. I'm not the biggest. So what? Not the brightest, who cares? Not the oldest, whatever. But I am the most important, at least to you Earthlings. Can you hang out for 8 minutes? That's how long it takes my light to reach Earth. I'm so important that Earthlings should name a special day in my honor. We can call it Sunday. Oh, wait. Do we already have a day called Sunday? We do. What do you see in this picture? I'm famous for my heat and light, but I also hold our entire solar system together. Scientists call it gravity. What can I say? The planets are attracted to me. So gravity is what pulls the planets around the sun. When they orbit, they're being pulled by gravity. And because I'm the center of our solar system, life revolves around me, literally. Look, they all go in the same direction. So we have Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars, asteroid belt. Jupiter is next, Saturn with the rings, and Uranus, Neptune, dwarfs are the rest around the sun. All of those planets, it says Earth years, 365 Earth days. So that's how long it takes for us to spin around the sun. It takes the whole year. That's why one part it's colder, winter, then it gets a little warmer, spring, at least where we live, that's how it works. In summer it gets really hot, and then in autumn it starts to get cold again. That's as we move around the sun for the whole year. Sometimes we're far away from the sun and sometimes we're closer. So it's cold or it's hot. But a year is not the same length on other planets. So it says a Martian year, a year on Mars, is 687 Earth days. So it takes twice as long. Maybe they would have twice as long of winters and twice as long of summers. I would like that, except that it's very different there. So their seasons are not the same. They don't have the same weather. A Neptunian year is 60,190 Earth days. Because Neptune is so far away from the sun, it takes so long to orbit around the whole thing. It takes way longer. So they would have a super, super, super long summer and a super, super, super long winter. Those other stars are far, far away from Earth, which makes them look teeny tiny and not so important. I'm close, a mere 93 million miles from Earth. To an Earthling, I look like this. But to Neptunians, I'm 2,795 million miles away, and I look like this. Because they're so far away from the sun looks so small to the other planets, especially to Neptune. If there were Neptunians, there's no known life on Neptune. Are there people on Neptune? No. We don't know about any life there. It's hard to know though, because we can't go. So scientists have to make guesses based on things like pictures and probes that they might send out to get a little bit closer. Technically, I'm a yellow dwarf star, but I'm still a big, big deal. Oh, a dwarf planet is a smaller planet. This is saying that our sun is a dwarf star, a smaller star, but to us, it's pretty big. If I were the size of a basketball, Earth would be smaller than a grain of sand. You could fit about 1 million Earths inside me. But you can't fill me with Earths because I'm hot stuff. Oh, the sun is so hot. Compare. A hot summer day, 90 degrees Fahrenheit. That's one way that we measure how hot our days are, is with Fahrenheit temperature. That's how we do it usually here in Minnesota. 90 degrees is a hot day. A pizza oven is 700 degrees. Is that a bigger number? Yeah, a pizza oven is a lot hotter to cook the pizza. The orange-yellow flames in a campfire, 2,000 degrees. But the sun, me at my center, 27 million degrees Fahrenheit. About 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit on the surface, I can melt diamonds. Ancient Earthlings thought that I circled the Earth. Can you imagine me revolving around the Earth? And some might think that I sit in the sky all day and all night. But I got moves, baby. I'm spinning. And because I'm not solid, my middle moves faster than my top and bottom. I'm not only important, I'm generous and good looking. Sunrises, sunsets, northern lights, southern lights. Sit back and enjoy the show. Sometimes I like to be mysterious and sneak away for a few minutes. Solar eclipse. But don't worry, I'm just behind the moon. We're all spinning around and we're all orbiting around the sun. And sometimes our moon goes right in front of the sun, so we can't see it. While I'm astronomically bigger than the moon, 400 times wider, the moon is astronomically closer to Earth, 400 times closer, almost. We're so close to our moon, but we're much further from the sun. Maybe you can't tell because the sun is so big that it looks like it's close. My neighbor stars have fancy names. Meet Proxima Centauri, Alpha Centauri A, and Alpha Centauri B. Those are other star names. Me, I just need 3 letters. Give me an S. Give me a U. Give me an N. What does that spell? Sun. Sun, sun. He's our star, light and heat from afar. Please note, that's a capital S. I am important. Not to hog the spotlight, but I've still got it. I'm the same hot, bright star I've always been. Milky Way Herald, a stable star is a good star. You don't want your sun getting hotter or cooling off. That would be really messy. So grab your shades. I plan to be in the biz for another 6 billion years. You and me, we've got a bright future together. There's a little note from the author at the back. Should I read it? I'm going to. Dear reader, I love our son and I think he deserves a name. Perhaps Buck, or Reginald, or mostest important is Centauri. Earth, our very own planet Awesome, would not exist without sun, and without Earth there would be no chocolate chip cookies, picture books, or frisky puppies, which are a few of my favorite things. So I guess I need to say, thank you, sun, with a capital S. Thank you for light, heat, energy, and the gravity that keeps Earth revolving at the most perfect distance from your super hot surface. Too close, we'd be scorched. Too far away, we'd freeze. You're 1 in a billion. With gratitude, Stacy McAnulty, author and frequent wearer of sunblock. P.S. Scientists are always making discoveries. As technology improves, we continue to learn more about our universe. Every attempt was made to bring you accurate numbers and facts. There were a lot of numbers in this book, right? About how hot the sun is, how far away we are, comparing sizes of different planets. So they had to do a lot of research and learn about those numbers to make this book. We checked, double-checked, and triple-dog-checked. So in the future, if you hear that an astrophysicist has better information, feel free to write in this book. Unless you borrow the book from a friend or a library, then just write down the new data on a sticky note and put it inside. Thanks! There is a question and answer section at the end that I'm going to read too. Question: who is your favorite planet? And remember, this book will be read mostly by Earthlings. The sun answers, of course, I don't have a favorite. Each is special and kind of puny. By mass, I make up 99.8% of the entire solar system. That's like asking a human to select a favorite fingernail. Question: you've been around for nearly 4.6 billion years and are expected to shine at least another 6 billion more. How do you stay so enthusiastic? Answer: I like to keep moving. As you have read, I rotate, but also about every 11 years, my poles change magnetic polarity. Whoa. Positive becomes negative, and negative becomes positive. This causes impressive solar storms. Did you know that there are storms on the sun? I did not know that. I also orbit the Milky Way, taking Earth and all my planets with me. That's a long trip, about 230 million years. Question: from the outside, you look like a giant fiery ball. But what are you really made of? Answer: mostly hydrogen and some helium. When young Earth artists draw you in a picture, what color do you prefer? Technically, I'm a yellow dwarf. From space, with no atmosphere in the way, I'm basically white. Ooh, if you were in space, up close, the sun would look white. But without me, Earthlings wouldn't see any colors. It'd be too dark. So use any crayon. I don't mind. I would recommend adding glitter to any picture to capture my sparkling personality. Last question. Do you have any advice for readers? Yes. Never stare directly at me, even during a solar eclipse, because I can damage your eyes. You delicate Earthlings can't handle my ultraviolet rays. Also, eat your vegetables. I helped grow them. At the back of the book, there are a bunch of numbers, too. Scientists estimate sun's age between 4.5 and 4.6 billion years old. How old are you? Are you 3? Are you 4? Are you 5? Radius is the distance from the center of a circle or the sphere to the edge. The sun's radius is 432,169 miles. The Earth's radius is 3,959 miles. The moon's radius is 1,080 miles. Which one is bigger, 3,000 or 1,000? 3,000 is bigger, just like 3 is bigger than 1. So the Earth is between 3 and 4 times bigger than the moon. The distance between Earth and Sun actually changes because Earth's orbit is not a perfect circle. Oh, we don't go around the Sun in a circle. It's more of an oval. It's longer on the sides. On average, Earth is 92.96 million miles from the Sun. We also say Earth and Sun are 1 astronomical unit apart. So you can use different numbers to talk about the same thing. Like you could say that this bear is 6 inches tall, maybe. You could also say it's 1 bear tall. That's what they did with the Sun and Earth. There, you could say it's this many miles apart. You could say different things, how many kilometers apart it is. But we decided that we would call from the Earth to the Sun 1 AU. Is Neptune closer to the Sun than us or further away? We're pretty close. Neptune is way far away. So do you think it will be bigger than 1 AU? Neptune is 30 AU. 30 times further away. Woo! Our solar system has 1 star. That's the Sun. It has 8 planets. Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. Asteroid belt. Jupiter is next. Saturn with the rings. Uranus, Neptune, dwarves are the rest. That's 8 planets. 5 dwarf planets, including Pluto. At least 157 moons, but also we have hundreds of thousands of asteroids, comets, and meteors. And 1 U. Here's the back. It says, read this book about Sun, written by Sun, while you revolve around the, you guessed it, Sun. Is the Sun out today? Can you see it outside of your window? I think for me right now, it's hiding behind some clouds, but it's still up there burning away, millions of miles away. Have a good day. I'm glad that you have the Sun in your life. Bye.